Today are again with our same chapter with increasing decreasing function. Yesterday we have discussed about its basic definition of increasing function and decreasing function. Then after that we have seen their theorem, its use of theorem. How can we show that our function is increasing and decreasing by using theorem? That how can we prove that its given function is increasing or decreasing? That now today we again with have some selected problem from some NCERT and some board problems are there. How can we solve? Then one of the problem is on the screen that we have to find the values of x for which our function is what, y equal to x minus 2 whole square is an increasing function. Now we have to be so that we have to find out the values of x. To get the value of x, actually the problem is that in general we have to find out here with the interval, what is the interval in which our x is lies, for which this is the given function is our increasing function there. Then what we do, first of all we are going to find out, so we are going to again use our derivative test there. We are going to find out derivative. Then after that we are going to equate our derivative to 0, then going to find out the point there, and then going to be put the point on a real line and getting the disjoint interval. Then we are going to be check in the intervals, going to be check the sign of intervals in the putting the derivative there. If sign of derivative positive, then it's what, it's a case of our function in the increasing in the given interval. If our derivative sign is negative, then it's our function is decreasing in the given interval there. Then we are going to move to solve this. Now what we have function is what, y is equal to x minus 2 x minus 2 whole square. Now first of all we are going to solve this our function. Then what we have, it's x square and x minus 2 whole square. Then what is this, is our x square, then x square plus 4 minus 4x. Then what do we get? Now we get y is equal to x to power 4 minus 4x cube and plus 4x square. Now y is our what is what? Our y is what? It's a y equal to x to power 4 minus 4x cube plus 4x square. Now we are going to find its derivative. Now what is, then our dy dx is what? It's a 4x cube minus 12x square plus 8x. Now what we do, we are going to be take a look here. Here is, we can take 4x common there, we can also take 4x common there, then 4x here. And now what is, we taking 4x common, then what we have x square minus 3x plus 2. Now we are going to be taking factorize this. Then what we have 4x, this is the factor of, we can factor is what, that's a minus 3, it's a 2, it's a minus 1 and minus 2. Then 4x, x minus 1 and x minus 2. Now this is our first we are not going to take derivative there, just solving our y is equal to what, okay, take a look of, we are getting our dy dx. Now our dy dx, because this is our y, from dy dx, now we are, our dy dx is what, in the form of 4x, x minus 1 and x minus 2. Now this is our dy dx. This is our first step. First of all we have to find out its derivative. Then now we have to be equate our dy dx equal to 0 to getting the point there. Now put our dy dx equal to 0. Then what we get, it's 4x, x minus 1, x minus 2 equal to 0. Now from here we getting the all the values of the, what is, it gives our x equal to 0. When this 4x equal to 0, then we get x equal to 0. When x minus 1 is 0, then we get x equal to 1. When our x minus 2 equal to 0, then we get x equal to 2. Now we get the value of x equal to 0, x equal to 1 and x equal to 2, getting the value of a point there. Now we are going to take a real line. Now it's our 0, 1 and 2. Now look, this is our first interval, then this is our second interval, then we have 1 2 and 2 infinity. Now our what we have divide the real line into 4 disjoint intervals, namely minus infinity to 0, 0 to 1, 1 to 2 and 2 to infinity. We have 4 intervals there, 4 disjoint intervals, minus infinity to 0, second one is 0 open interval 0 1, third one is open interval 1 2, and fourth is 2 to infinity. Now we have 4 intervals there. Now we are going to check our derivative sign in following intervals. Look, we are going to check in this interval minus when our x belongs to this x belongs to minus infinity to 0. Now in between minus infinity to 0, when our x belongs to this interval, then look, in the case what we have in this interval with our when it's all the points are negative there, then we are going to putting the values here 4x x minus 1, we get here negative x minus 1, this also negative, and here is this one is also negative there. Then what we have minus 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 plus into minus, then in this interval our dy dx sign is what, this is our negative, derivative is our negative there. Then in this case our fx is decreasing because we our sign when our x belongs to minus infinity to 0, in this case our derivative the sign of our derivative is negative there, then our fx is decreasing here. Now we are going to be do some look, we get dy dx. Now we are going to move take our interval 0 1 when our x belongs to 0 1, when our x belongs to 0 1, when our x belongs to 0 1, then look, here we get our sign is positive. When our x belongs to 0 1, here our sign is what, it's a negative, and between the point 0 1 we get also negative sign there. Then this is what we get, it is positive, and these two are negative with negative sign, then negative negative positive. In the interval 0 to 1 our dy dx, the sign of dy dx is here positive, then in the case our fx is increasing. Now we are going to move with our third interval when our x belong to 1 and 2, when our x lie between 1 and 2. Now what we do here again, when x is lie between 1 and 2, then this is our positive. When our x lying between here, then again x minus 1 is having positive value, but when our x lie between 1 and 2, then this is our negative sign, then positive positive, one of them is negative, then here we get the dy dx, our dy dx is negative, then in this case our fx is decreasing. In the interval 1 and 2 our fx is decreasing. Now the move to last point here. Now when x belongs to, when our x is lie between open interval to infinity, then we are going to see the sign. Look about sign, what is the sign of dy dx? When our x lie between 2 to infinity, then our this sign is positive, this is also positive, and also last one is also having positive sign, positive positive positive, the all multiplication we can get here, we our sign of derivative is positive there, and then in case our fx is increasing here. Now what is the problem? We have to find the values of x for which the given function is increasing function. Then what we get? We get when our function lie between x 0 1, x belongs to 1. What is our answer there? And our function, given function is increasing for the value of when our x is between 0 and 1 and 2 to infinity, when our x is greater than 2. What is the value of x? For the value of x is what? Our x lie between 0 and 1, and for all greater than 2 values our given function is a increasing function there. Now we have moved to our second problem there. Find the intervals in which the following function is strictly increasing or decreasing there. Now we have a function Now here we have to find out. So again the interval there. Again our same process here. We are going to find out first its derivative. Then after that we are going to be equate our derivative to 0 to get point there. Then after getting the point, we are going to put the point in the real line and getting our intervals there. Then after that in intervals we are going to be seeing the sign of derivative, it's positive or negative. Then after that our answer is, it's in the interval, it's increasing or decreasing there. Then look, start with, let our fx is what, minus 2x cube minus 9x square minus 12x plus 1. Now what we do, we are going to get our derivative f dash x. What we get here, it's minus 6x square minus 18x then minus 12. Now we get minus 6 square minus 18x minus 12. Now what we do, we are going to take out minus 6 common there. Then after getting minus 6, what we have, x square plus 3x plus 2. Taking minus 6 common there, then we have x square plus. Now again we are going to get its factorized there, then again it's a 3 and this is 2. Factor of 2 is 1 and 2, sum is 3. Then the factorization of this equation is what, x plus 1 and x plus 2. Now we have f dash x here to get the point. Now what we do, now we are going to be equate our f dash x 0. Then when our minus 6 x plus 1 x plus 2 equal to 0, then minus 6 cannot be equal to 0. But when x plus 1 equal to 0, then we get what, we get x equal to minus 1. When our x plus 2 equal to 0, then we get x equal to minus 2. Now we get our 2 point, x equal to minus 1 and x equal to minus 2. Again what we are doing, we are going to take a real line, putting point here, it's minus 1 minus 2. Then we get intervals minus infinity to minus 2, minus 2 to minus 1 and minus 1 to infinity there. Now putting this point is arranging in ascending order, dividing the real line into 3 disjoint intervals. What is our intervals? It's namely minus infinity, minus 2, second one is minus 2 minus 1, and the last one is what, it's a minus 1 to infinity. Now we are getting the intervals, but we have to find the intervals in which our following function is strictly increasing or decreasing. We can decide by checking the sign of derivative, it's positive or negative there. Now when our when our x belongs to minus infinity to minus 2, in this interval we have our f dash x plus 1 and x plus 2. When our point is lying between them here, then this is a minus sign here. Look, we have here is a minus sign. When we have a point between the minus infinity to minus 2, just we take here negative sign. Then this is the sign of x plus 1 is negative there. Also the sign of x plus 2 is also negative there. Then what we have, minus sign minus sign minus sign, minus minus plus minus minus. Then our, in this case, in this interval, our derivative is what, it's having a negative, it's having a negative value. Then our fx is decreasing here, our function is decreasing in the given interval. Now we are moved to when then it's in the case our fx is strictly decreasing. Now when our x belongs to minus 2 to minus 1, when our x lie between minus 2 to minus 1, then what happened there, this is negative, between minus 2 minus 1, this is also negative here. But between when our x lie between minus 2 minus 1, it's having a positive sign because it's x plus 2. Then what we have here, we get negative, this is negative, minus minus plus, and this is having positive sign. Then we here getting positive sign, and in this case our derivative is what, it's a positive. Then our fx is what, in the interval our fx is strictly increasing when our x belongs to minus 2 to minus 1. Now we have third one case, when our x belongs to -1 to infinity. Again we are going to check our derivative sign in the given case. When our x lie between -1 to infinity, then we cannot take -1, then it's a positive sign there. This is also a sign with positive, but this is our -6 there. Then the sign of f dash is negative, then our f dash x is less than 0 here. Then in the interval we have again its sign is negative, that means derivative is less than 0. Then this is in this interval our function is strictly decreasing. Then we getting the intervals in which our function is increasing and decreasing there. Now we are move to another problem there. Now we have so that y equal to log 1 plus x minus 2x upon 2 plus x is an increasing function of x for all values of x greater than -1. It is one of the important question and then also belongs to our NCERT exercise there. We have to show here this is an increasing function for all when our x lies, when our x is greater than -1 or is lies between -1 open interval -1 to infinity there. Again we have given y is equal to log 1 plus x minus 2x upon 2 plus x. Now we are going to find its derivative. Then ddx of y, what we have, it's a ddx of log 1 plus x. Then what we get, 1 upon 1 plus x. Then we are going to find out derivative of 1 plus x. ddx of 1 is 0, x is 1, then 1 plus 0 is 1. Now we are going to find out derivative of 2x. Then it's a f by g format. Then we are going to be take g ddx of f 2x with the minus sign. Now interchanging this one, 2x and ddx of 2 plus x upon g square. Now then what we have, now 1 upon 1 plus x. Then what do we get here, 2 plus we get here 2. Then 2 plus x into 2. Then what we get here, we get a minus 2x, and here we get into 1. Then there is no change, it's a 2 plus x whole square. Now what we have, 1 upon 1 plus x minus, then what we, 2 into 2 4 plus 2x minus 2x upon 2 plus x whole square. Now what do? We are going to 1 upon 1 plus x dy dx. These are cancel out. Then we have minus 4 upon 2 plus x whole square. Now we are going to further solve it, taking the LCM there. Then its LCM is what, 1 plus x and 2 plus x whole square. Then here we get 2 plus x whole square, and here we get minus 4 into 1 plus x. Then what we get here, we get 4 plus x square plus 4x and minus 4 minus 4x. In denominator we have 1 plus x, 2 plus x whole square. Now these are cancel out, and what we have now, our dy dx is what, it's a x square to the 1 plus x 2 plus x whole square. Now let's see what is our question. We have to show that our function, this given function, is an increasing function of x for all values of when our x is greater than -1. Look, we have our x is greater than -1. When our x is greater than -1, being x square, our numerator is positive here. Then also when our x is greater than -1, then this is positive, and obvious being square, this is positive. Then for x greater than -1, our x plus 1 is positive, then numerator and denominator both are positive there. Then the sign of dy dx is greater than 0 for all when our x line greater than -1 there. Then since our derivative is positive there, hence y equal to log 1 plus x minus 2x to 2 plus x is an increasing function for all values of x where x is our greater than minus 1. This is our required solution there. Now we are moved to with another problem there. Next we have to find the intervals in which fx is given by sin x minus cos x, where x is lie between a open interval 0 to 2 pi, is strictly increasing or strictly decreasing. There we have to find the intervals. Again, to getting the intervals there, what we have to, first of all we are find out its derivative, then after that we are going to get equate to our derivative to 0, then after that we are going to find the values of x, and then after that going to define our intervals. But here are the given function in the trigonometric format there. In the trigonometric form, then we are not going to find out of our values in a real line here. Now we are going to be get its in intervals form. We have to find our points in the region 0 to 2 pi. We have to be consider the intervals. Then we have that's why I'm going to hit one of the problem with the trigonometric size there. It is also most important problem, and also asked in board examination there. Now look, how can we solve? It's given that our function is what? It's a sin x minus cos x, and our x is lie between 0 to 2 pi. It is given there. Now we are going to, first step is common there. We are going to find out its derivative. What we get? We get cos x, and then radius of sin x cos x, radius of cos x minus sin x cos x plus sin x. Now from here we can equate to get cos x plus sin x 0. Then after that division into 10x, we get getting the form of 10x. Then we find the general value, but we can also simplify it whenever we have cos x plus sin x. Look, then we can write down it by going to multiply with root 2 . We are going to convert this root 2. We can put here sin pi by 4. We can put here cos pi by 4. Now then what we have? It's a root 2. Then it's a format of, it's a formula of sin a into cos b plus cos a sin b, means it's our sin pi by 4 plus x. Now our fx is this. Now when root 2 sin x plus pi by 4 plus x, or x plus pi by 4, when our x lie between 0 to 2 pi. Equating this to 0, then we all of you are reading general formula in trigonometry in class 11 there by using general formula there here. When our x is lie between, then here is pi by 4 there. Then are going to move with we can going to change our intersection. It's a pi x plus pi by 4. Our x is lying between there. Then what we do here? Then when we are going to be add here, we going to be getting x plus pi by 4. Then our inter is what? We are going to be adding pi by 4, x plus pi by 4. Then 2 pi plus pi by 4. What do we have? 2 pi plus pi by 4 to 8 plus 9. We get here 9 pi by 4. Now this is our interval, because we have sin pi by 4 plus x. Now our x plus pi by 4 lie between pi by 4 to 9 pi by 4. When we are going to now doing f dash x equal to 0, when putting this sign, then our sin pi by 4 plus x equal to 0. Then by what we have, it's a sin theta equal to sin alpha. Then our pi by 4 plus x, when we have 0, then we get here n pi, where our n belongs to I. Then what we get here? When we have putting here n equal to 0, 1, 2, then what we get from here? X plus pi by 4. When we put n equal to 0, 1, 2, then we get for 0, 0, pi and then 2 pi. We cannot access to 2 pi there for all, because our x lie between 0 to 2 pi there, then it's a 2 pi. Now the value of x plus pi by 4 is what? We have 0, pi, 2 pi. When we are going to putting 0, then our x is what? It's a minus pi by 4. When we are going to put x equal to pi, x plus pi by 4 equal to pi, then we get pi minus pi by 4, 4 pi minus pi, then we get 3 pi by 4. When our x plus pi by 4 equal to 2 pi, then 2 pi minus pi by 4, 4 to 8 minus 1, then we get here 7 pi by 4. Then we get the value of our x. Our x is what? Minus pi by 4, comma 3 pi by 4 and 7 pi by 4. But we cannot take this value because our x is lie between 0 to pi, and this value is not satisfied there. Now what we have the point? We have only point is what? 3 pi by 4 and 7 pi by 4, and the interval is what? 0 to 2 pi. Then our first interval is what? Now we are going to dividing our interval. Now here, now dividing, here is not a line. We have to dividing our interval 0 to 2 pi, and the point are what? 3 pi by 4 and 7 pi by 4. So then our designed interval is what? From start with 0 to 3 pi by 4. This is our first interval. Then what is our second interval? 3 pi by 4 to what is 3 pi by 4 to, because 3 pi by 4 less, then when we have moved to, then our 3 pi by 4 is less than 7 pi by 4, then we have to take 3 pi by 4, then 3 pi by 4 to 7 pi by 4, it's our second. Then what we have? 7 pi by 4 to our last point is what? 2 pi. Now we have we are dividing our 0 to 2 pi in the intervals. We are getting the point 3 pi by 4 and 7 pi by 4. Then we have the intervals 0 to 3 pi by 4, 3 pi by 4 to 7 pi by 4, and then 7 pi by 4 to 2 pi. Now we have required intervals there. Now we are going to check it in this intervals our sign there. When our x belongs to this 0 to 3 pi by 4, when our x line between there, then what will be our sign? When our x line between this sign, then obvious our derivative is what? It's a sine pi by 4x. Then in the interval, this is what? Our sign is positive there. Also then look, when we take 3 pi by 4 to 7 pi by 4, when we take in this interval the positive, when we are going to take 0 to 3 pi by 4, we take value pi by 4. Obviously this sign is positive there. Then in this case our function is increasing. Now we discuss with our 3 pi by 4, 7 pi by 4. When it's 3 pi by 4 is what? It's 45 into 3. When we move to our second coordinate there, then between the 7 pi by 4, what we get here? In this interval, when we have, it's a 45 into 7, 45 into 7, then what we have? 7, 5, 35, 3 to 15. When our point is between 180 plus theta, then being a sign, what its sign tends to a negative sign there. Then when our x belongs to 3 pi by 4 to 7 pi by 4, in this interval our fx derivative is negative, then fx is what? Here decreasing. Now in the third interval, when we are again 7 pi by 4 to 5 in the given coordinate, again it's a sine pi by 4 plus x. In this interval, what is our fx sign is a positive there, because in the interval when we are going to put pi by 4 plus x, adding this any point in the between 7 pi by 4 plus 2 pi, then we get again move to our first coordinate, then our sign is positive here. Then when x belongs to, we can find out putting any point there, 7 pi by 4 to 2 pi, our derivative having positive sign greater than 0, then our fx is increasing here. Now what we see, we get our intervals. In which interval? Here and here our function is increasing. Then what is the interval? Then our function is increasing in which? In the interval 0 to 3 pi by 4 union 7 pi by 4 is to 2 pi. This is the reason when our function is increasing and 3 5 by 4 7 5 4 is our function where our function is decreasing there. This is some selected examples. Now we are going to start with our next topic here with our derivative property. We are starting with tangent and normal topic from tomorrow.